Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Now today's question comes from Twitter. You know Twitter. Hopefully you follow me on there. And this question is something that I've actually addressed in a bunch of different types of videos, but not in this way. And the question is, Katie, what is the difference between suicidal ideation and suicidal thoughts? How do you explain it to people who don't know what it means? And when do we know that we need to go to the doctor and get more help? Now, the truth of it is that suicidal ideation and thoughts are the same thing. What that means is we have these kind of thoughts of, maybe I wish I wasn't here. I call them passive suicidal thoughts, where we're not putting a plan together, we're not actually making any steps to do it, but we have the thoughts that come. And they come and go, they may stay longer sometime when we're having a hard time, and they may leave quicker when we're doing well. The way that I find it's best to explain this to someone who doesn't understand is that often because we're having such a hard time, we feel hopeless and life feels hard. And sometimes we worry that things won't get better and suicide seems like an option. And some people in our lives aren't gonna understand what that means, but I think it's just important to describe to them what it feels like to you, because in my experience, everyone feels differently. Some of my clients say it just feels like a darkness that creeps in, almost like when we feel like we're gonna pass out from our vision, like they feel like the darkness creeps in this way and they can't even see anything positive. I've had other ones that talk about it like just kind of wishing randomly when we're walking that car would hit us and kill us. And it's just kind of passive like that. And there's no creeping in and it doesn't hang for very long. It just kind of comes and goes. So take some time to explain that to your loved ones. If they don't really understand it, I have a ton of videos talking about suicide and what it can feel like and how hopeless it can feel at times, and then maybe that can help them better understand. But knowing your experience and actually taking time to notice where it comes from, are there certain times of year that it acts up most, can actually help us know what's going to happen and better prepare for it. Because often many of my clients will say, I just felt like the suicide just comes out of nowhere and then all of a sudden I feel like shit and I don't even know what to do. But if we recognize that, well, in April every year, this tends to come around, maybe we can prepare better next time. Or, around the time of finals, that's usually really hard. Or around the time of, starting a new job or getting that certain project done, we have a really hard time. When stress goes up, suicidal thoughts go up. If we know those things, we can better prepare. And the last portion of this question, when do we know we need to go to the doctor? I actually did a video about it. I will link in the description. But if you feel like you've lost control and you feel like there's no hope, and you don't have any tools at your disposal, you don't have anyone you can reach out to, everything just feels really lost and we feel hopeless, please see someone. Please take yourself to the hospital, call your treatment team, get some help on your side. But if we're talking, when do we know we actually need to start seeing someone? If you have any suicidal thoughts at all, if they just float in and float out, or if they hang around for a long time, please see someone. Talking about it and getting some tools and finding that things can sometimes get a little bit better with work can give us hope and make those thoughts go away. And the sooner we talk about it, the better. Please share this video. I know so many people struggle with suicidal thoughts, and I think it's important for us to understand what they are and know that suicidal ideation and suicidal thoughts are the same thing. The more we learn together, the better. And share in the comments what it feels like to you or how you maybe described it to a family member, because we learn from each other and our own experiences, and that's what makes our community so wonderful. I love you all, and I will see you next time. Bye!